Hey, thanks for coming by for the No BS social media chat. There's an old adage, and well, I'm probably going to have to paraphrase because I don't think I got the exact adage. And the old adage is timing is everything. And I think it's important when you're thinking about social media that you realize that timing is everything too. And I'm not talking about the timing it takes when you jump on top of a trend. When we were back in the days in radio, we used to always talk about making sure to be the first radio station talking about something that was popular culture because you got more credit for it. That's not necessarily the same case in social media, and that's kind of funny. Although, yes, timing on trends, when you're the first in the planking world, when you're the first with the ice bucket challenge, does it really matter if you're the first or the 4,000th? I don't think it matters. It's more a part of do you take part or do you not take part. But we're talking about the timing of when you post things online. When it comes to Twitter, timing doesn't necessarily matter, but it does. You want to be in front of the most people, and at the same time, you got to understand when those people are there. It really plays a big part in Facebook because of the Facebook algorithm. You want to make sure you're in front of the most amount of people possible, and if you hit people with a quick burst at the right time, it'll then keep showing up in timelines because it's popular. So it's important to think about those things. And I know it's silly and I know it's frustrating, but when we sit down and talk with potential clients, new clients, we start talking about timing and we start talking about the lack of a quick fix when it comes to social media. And I think that's the one thing everybody wants is they're looking for a social media person who can hand them just a chart that says, do this, 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 and this at this time, and this time, and everything's going to be great and you're going to grow just like you want. It doesn't work that way. We've talked about that time and time again. And understanding the timing of your audience is important, meaning depending upon what kind of audience you're going after, what time do they use social media? In addition, what are they using their social media for? Are they on a laptop? Are they on a tablet? Are they on a phone? The majority of them are going to be on a phone, so you've got to understand their habits. It's important to understand, number one, the audience you currently have, and number two, the audience you're going after. And again, there is no quick cheat sheet. You can look them up online and try to find one, and I read it all the time. Everybody will tell you the perfect time to post something on social media, on Facebook, is between 3 and 5 on Thursday. And we tried that out. For some people it works, and for a lot of people it doesn't. These videos, we started posting them on Thursdays and Fridays, and they didn't work well that way. So we ended up moving them to Sunday and then to Monday, and we found a good slot. And so they first go up and first get promoted usually on Monday morning, and they seem to get the most amount of volume, and then it just keeps growing from there. That works for us. But then again, I have a video blog I do, just a personal thing, the Road Warrior video blog, kevinmason.us, by the way, the website to find those. And I found that posting those on Sunday afternoon about 5:30 Central Time hits the most of my Facebook friends, hits the most of my Twitter feed, and gets me the most quick burst, which gets the most video views. It's almost like a movie release where they're worried about that first big week. With social media, you're worried about that first big push, that first big blast of a post. So we experiment with that. I worked with numerous artists, and especially with the recording artists, where every one of their audiences is different. It depends on what the demographic of the audience is. One of the earlier clients I had in social media, worked with them for about 4 or 5 years, was an artist who'd had multiple #1 hits and had been a platinum selling artist and hadn't had any hits in a while, was kind of, I don't want to say on the downward part of their career, but it had peaked in their career, but was still being very successful. We found with their social media, if we wanted to make sure the maximum audience saw a post about a TV appearance, an upcoming concert, a new t-shirt in the store, whatever it was going to be, it had to be Central Time between 7 and 9 a.m. Monday through Friday. That was when his audience, predominantly female, predominantly 35 to 54 years old, was looking at Facebook for some reason. And I think because it crosses multiple time zones, it kind of hits that morning slot where people are getting ready to go to work or when they first get to work or whatever it is. So we always found that the minute we posted something there, we got the most engagement, the most likes, the most follows, the most comments, whatever it was, and we made sure that those important things went in that place. Now that doesn't mean that was the only time we ever posted anything. We made sure then to find other times to post things too, but if we really needed a big spike, if we really needed to get in front of the maximum audience we could, the sweet spot as we called it, that was the time for them. But it doesn't work that way for everybody. And again, not just because I have a lot of artists, I have a lot of media friends, a lot of it depends on the timing of their show. But more importantly, well, when is your audience? I mean, if you're on the radio from 3 to 7 in the afternoon, do you post it before you go on the air? Are your fans, followers, friends online 12, 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon? Are they going to see that? Or do you post it the night before? Or do you pre-promote it if you can? There are lots of nuances, and that's the hard part about it. There are no quick fixes. I talked about this, man, going back to one of the first videos here in the No BS series. It's a marathon and not a sprint. Everybody wants the quick fix. Everybody wants to hit the maximum amount of people right off the bat, and you can't do that without experimenting, without learning, without finding out about your audience. And once you get it all figured out, if your audience grows, it changes, it evolves, and you have to watch all those things. So it's a never-ending struggle, if you will, to stay in front of it. But timing is key. And so, well, adding that to your list of things to do, list of things to worry about, list of things to experiment with, it may take you 6 months to figure out the sweet spot, to figure out the timing. But again, trust me, finding out the timing is going to help you in the long run, in the marathon, and not the sprint. Back next week, another No BS social media chat. NoBSSocial.com, the website where you find all the videos. You can find them on YouTube. You can find them on Facebook. Again, as I always say, wherever you found us, just come on back next week. We'll be right here. If you want to find me personally, my phone number, my email address, all coming up here at the end of the video. Reach out. I'd love to chat. Absolutely free of charge. Thanks.